Professor N.R. Bhanumurthy.
Just one second, just a slightly kind of a Mr. Atul Bhatnagar. Sorry. No, this is just not a question of how we address. We talked in terms of our introduction being no longer the names, but our hard cards and the biometrics and etc. That gives interesting kind of a conversation between two people who meet. Look, I'm no longer Atul Bhatnagar. I'm 5, 6, 7, 8, I'm 12 digits man. The fact is that I hope I dread a situation where something of that kind happens. Because at the end of the day, it's very important for us to create, we can be very mechanized. The only point of warning that I want to mention that in our efforts, in our great eagerness to create a unique ecosystem which is entirely digitized, we shouldn't be losing sight of the human element. That I think is of critical importance. We may bring in a lot of e-commerce, a lot of digitization, a lot of electronic kind of a concept, but at the end of it all, it's a human element which must really dominate it.
I quite agree with you. The point I was making was, in the digitized world, alphabets don't have any value really. And it's the numeric that is very easily translatable and differentiable. But yeah, like in my bank account, when I do bank transfers, etc., and I have multiple accounts, they say give a nickname. So in that I put my name. So nicknames are always there.
Yeah, wonderful. That's the only thing which I said to you. Numbers can, talk about the entire financial ecosystem, but number ought not be describing a human being, really.
Thank you, sir. Now I would like to welcome Professor N.R. Bhanumurthy. He is currently working as professor at National Institute of Public Finance and Policy, New Delhi.
To differentiate between financial access and financial inclusion. Financial access is can you open the slide? I'll complete in 5 minutes. So we all know that the financial sector reforms happened in post 1991. By the way, this is the biggest reform that happened in post 1991. If you look at economic policy reforms in 1991, I think the financial sector reforms is the major reform that happened in the liberalization period. So the point, the reason was that basically to integrate the Indian economy to the global world and also make it the financial sector more market-oriented than than the way it used to be fully government managed. And also we want to have this financial sector to be more competitive. So in that sense, what we have taken is that the basic proposition of our study was that the financial sector reforms would have led to the development of the sector itself, and which further would have led to increase in the financial access. I think that's the basic proposition that we have taken up. So, so the concept of financial access, we all know that. I don't need to tell to this audience. Basically, we need to see that availability of financial resources to all the fact. The World Bank defines financial sectors to be available when and where desired product needs to be tailored for specific needs at affordable prices. And in this, there are 3 dimensions when we talk about financial access. Basically, it is the availability of the financial services, affordability, and something like eligibility kind of situation. So what we try to do is, we try to estimate what happened to the financial access over a period of time, and we have used many indicators. What I'll do, I'll directly go to, these are the concepts how we have used in estimating financial access and all those things. And finally, we are trying to estimate the financial access through something called financial resource gap. Financial resource gap is what we define financial resource gap as the financial resources which are not being financed by the formal financial markets. I think that is the concept that we have done. And so basically financial resource gap is nothing but 1 minus growth from the formal financial sources divided by the investment. I think that is something that we thought we would estimate. So we estimated for all the sectors, agriculture, industry and services, and also the segment that is organized and unorganized component. I will skip this. And in fact, in our work, we also try to analyze the development of the financial market or financial sector through its structure, in terms of reach, in terms of size, in terms of efficiency, technical progress, and the overall health of the sector. I think that's very, very important. And the sustainability, the kind of discussion that we have, why this financial sector is not providing services to the poorer segments of society. Basically, we think that the transaction costs in this particular sector is still high, and also the net interest margins and all those things. So what we realized is, if you look at the broader macroeconomy-wide kind of indicator for the financial sector development, we can take a simple money multiplier, which is nothing but the broad money divided by reserve money. We can see that over a period of time, we do see an increasing trend. From 1994 onwards, which is almost stagnant at 3, it has actually crossed 5.5%. That means the financial sector reforms that we have initiated in the post-1991 has actually led to the growth of the sector itself, and also helped the money multiplier to go up, which itself is a major indicator. But we are very far from advanced countries. If you look at advanced countries, it's more than 8 or 9. So we are still very far from financially included societies like UK. They are doing much better compared to most of the indicators of financial sector. Of course, the UK is the top in most of the indicators in this table. So we're trying to compare between UK and other emerging market economies like Brazil and India with development in this country. So within the unorganized segment, I try to talk about something else, and the point I'm trying to say is that even after 25 years of reforms in this particular sector, yes, there is a positive change, there is an improvement in the overall financial sector, there is an improvement in the financial access, but I think it's much, much more to do. We need to really see that the transaction costs come down much more than this. When, if you just take one indicator, yes, the interest rates, the benchmark interest rates have come down from 19% to 7%, but when you compare with other countries where the interest rates are almost zero, right? I think that itself is one indicator that, the financial sector development in India is, I think we still have a long way to go. As Prashanto started by saying some tweet, I also wanted to, share one things, but simple transaction fee of 1,547 rupees for 90,000 rupees. I think that itself shows that we are very, very far away from, including everybody. And on the risk part, we thought only MS Dhoni is one of the rare examples, but then the government itself declared in the parliament that Aadhaar information is not fully secure. I think we need, so the point I'm trying to say that the financial sector development has brought down the transaction costs, brought down the risks, but if you look at the current trends, I think we are still very, very far away, both in terms of transaction costs as well as the risk. Thank you.
Thank you to Mr. Bhanumurthy. So a token of respect to Mr. Bhanumurthy. Now this is the end of the plenary session, but now everybody knows that we are late for a few. It will take just 5 minutes to change over the table, and then in the meantime we'll get to the corporate film. Thank you so much for bearing.